Hi, East Texas. Thanks for checking in with us here at CBS 19 Plus. We're heading into fall's first weekend, but it will probably feel more like another weekend of summer, especially when you look at these daytime highs. Saturday's high, 97 degrees. Sunday's high, 96. But a noticeable change on the way to start next week. The first full week of autumn and a new season, and it does bring some changes. A cold front's coming through Sunday night, and that'll shave about 8 degrees off our high temperature by Monday and about 9 degrees off that high temperature by Tuesday. Sunday night, there's a little chance of rain as the front comes through, but what you'll really notice here Monday and Tuesday, a north wind, breezy at times, and lowering humidity. And it has been a hot month of September so far. When we look at our number of days where we've had temperatures above average, we're up to a dozen. We've had 7 days below average, and we've had 3 days that have just been absolutely normal. And this week alone has been very hot, 97 on Tuesday, 98 Wednesday, 99 Thursday, and Friday we're right back up into the 90s once again. So that's a string of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days in a row where the temperatures have been above average. I think we're going to round out the month here with temperatures below average. I'll show you the 10-day forecast coming up in just a little bit. All right, weekend event. It is in Gilmer. It's Gilmer Movie Night in the park, Ambery Park. It's Saturday night at 7:30, the very popular movie Encanto showing. And at 7 o'clock, as you're getting in place, putting down that blanket, maybe getting a drink or something like that, it'll be warm, kind of a little on the humid side, 94 degrees. I was going to say steamy, so perhaps a little steamy. By the time we're into the movie, not too humid as it drops into about 89. It's still warm and comfortable outside. So you don't need to take a sweatshirt or you won't have to bundle up by the time we're all headed home. It'll still be warm with temperatures in the mid-80s. All right, future skycast. We're looking ahead Saturday afternoon. This is 3 p.m. We have an onshore flow out of the Gulf, so the humidity is starting to come back. A couple of isolated showers back here west and southwest of College Station towards San Antonio. They will move back to the west and not come into East Texas, so we'll have a dry day. Sea breeze showers coming in here southwest of Houston Sunday morning, so those showers and thunderstorms fade. Then the frontal boundary drops into our area Sunday afternoon. South of the frontal boundary, southwest winds, temperatures in the mid-90s. North of the frontal boundary, you've got a north to northwest wind, and temperatures maybe perhaps already falling into the upper 80s, maybe low 90s. And it looks like it's dry along the front initially. But remember, we have plenty of humidity coming in off the Gulf of Mexico, so there should be, and maybe these will be post-frontal, but just a few showers Sunday evening, and then the front surges down to the Gulf Coast. And then look at that fetch of air coming in from the north all the way to the Gulf Coast. So there's a big, cool area of high pressure to the north over the Great Lakes, and this air just kind of spills and oozes and finds its way all the way down into deep Texas, deep East Texas, all the way to San Antonio. So the end result is this. Saturday's high 96, Sunday's high 86, 96 I should say. We went over the cooler highs on Monday and Tuesday in the 80s, but now look at Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and with these 3 days here, you will have overnight lows in the low to mid 50s, 54, 55, some areas north of Tyler, maybe 50 degrees. And then we slowly warm things back up. By the time we get into October, the temperatures are starting to warm with temperatures back into the lower 90s, lots of sunshine, and it looks very dry over the next 10 to 14 days. In fact, the next 7 days, again, if there is a brief shower along that front, it'll be few and far between Sunday night into Monday. Otherwise, it's dry. So our forecast fire danger as we head into the weekend, we're going to go with a higher fire danger with a very high fire danger back to the west, and the rest of East Texas will be in that moderate fire danger. Again, that is for Saturday. I know that graphic said Thursday, but that is for Saturday. All right, watching Hurricane Fiona continuing to move to the north. There's the eye, and it does look like it continues to weaken as it moves north, so perhaps even weakening faster than what the National Hurricane Center is saying. Still has some Category 4 characteristics with it, with winds at 130 miles an hour, gusts to 160, moving due north or northeast at 35 miles an hour. It's forecast to weaken to a Category 3 storm later tonight. By Saturday morning, it approaches Atlantic Canada as an extratropical low. It still has hurricane force winds, but the pressure, the barometric pressure, may not be strong enough or deep enough to actually make it a hurricane. and then it moves across some of those outer areas and then on up to the north, and finally weaken Sunday morning to 60-mile-an-hour winds, back to a tropical depression. Next storm that we're looking at, this is Tropical Depression 9. All right, and we look at Tropical Depression 9. It is coming out of the Eastern Caribbean, stays well south of Hispaniola, and then tracks toward Cuba, and this is going to be Monday morning at 7 a.m. It's a Category 1 storm at that point. So it may be Hermine. It depends if another Tropical Depression 10, which is closer to Africa, if that becomes Hermine, then this would be the next one up in the list. And then look what it does. It crosses Cuba as a Category 2 storm and finds its way into southwest Canada, or I should say southwest Florida, by Tuesday. Thinking about Canada and Fiona. So Gaston is what we have right now way out in the Atlantic. Hermine or Ian would be that storm that is in the southern Caribbean. So one of the next two storms is going to be Hermine or Ian. Overnight tonight, warm, clear, 71 at Mount Pleasant. We're looking at temperatures by Saturday morning, 71 around Carthage, 72 in Jacksonville, Henderson around 75, and 72 at Nacogdoches and 73 at Lufkin. And then our hour-by-hour forecast here takes us into the low 90s by 1 p.m. and mid-90s with sunshine by 4 o'clock. Otherwise, high temperatures Saturday afternoon are going to be firmly in the mid-60s. 96 in Pittsburgh and Mount Pleasant, 96 at Linden, and Boston up to 97 toward the Arklatex. Longview up to 97, Gilmer up to 96, Mineola 97, Palestine 97, Jacksonville and Henderson up to 98 degrees, Carthage around 96. Also 96 at Center, Hemphill around 96 degrees, Nacogdoches upper 90s. 97 from Palestine to Crockett to Lufkin to Nacogdoches, Jacksonville up to 96, and Groveton up to 96 degrees. Here's the Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital 10-day forecast. So 97 breezy Saturday, 96 Sunday, isolated showers, sunny, cooler, breezy Monday, highs in the upper 80s. And now we start to enjoy some comfortable mornings. Tuesday, we're down to 60, 87 Tuesday afternoon. Wednesday afternoon, 84 and pleasant. Thursday, 83 and sunny. Sunny and near perfect Friday, 85 degrees. Just a great day Saturday, 87, upper 80s Sunday. Still very nice, and then lower 90s on Monday, sunny and warmer. Hey, I want to tell you about a Skywarn spotter training class that is coming up. It's in October. It's a few weeks away, but you might want to put this down on your calendar. It is a free class for those interested in severe weather and safety. That's Tuesday, October 18th, 2022 from 6 to 8 p.m. That is at the Nacogdoches County Courthouse Annex. That's at 203 West Main Street. These events are free and open to the public. Again, thanks for watching CBS 19 Plus. Have a great weekend, everyone.